So hi and welcome to the next class of Appium. In the previous classes we have discussed about like the basic softwares that we need to install. Okay, so now moving further, what we need to do is, like yesterday I was talking about Eclipse. We had Eclipse installed. Now I want to talk about a new software named as Droid Screen. Okay, let me check whether I have this or not. Okay, I don't have this Droid Screen with me. So you need to open this Droid Screen jar. Okay. Now, what is the need of this Droid screen first of all? Like yesterday, I was talking that we'll be dealing the live data. Live data here means that suppose you want that you have incurred any issue and you want to show it to your developer. Okay, so how could you do that? That could be done with the help of a third-party software with the name of Droid Screen. This software, you can say, or this jar, this will assist you to mock your phone on your system. So first of all, let me download this, and even I can ping this URL to you. Okay, I'll keep it on my desktop only. Fine, so it's here. Now the next thing is that I need to do is I need to plug my device. Okay, let me plug my device to my system. So let me switch it on, and let me start my Droid screen. So this is my Droid screen. Okay, let me turn on my Android device. So you need to double click over this and ensure that you have configured your Android tools, everything that we discussed yesterday. Until and unless you have configured your Android into your system, okay, your Droid screen won't work for you. So let it load. Like when you'll open your Droid screen, it will look like this. Okay, I have started my device, Android device. So let it start fully, and then it will automatically connect to this software. Let me turn it on. Okay. So what is this ADB? ADB is basically used for your Android case. Okay, if your devices are you have okay, I'm running off low battery. Okay, let me charge my phone and then I'll show it to you. Okay, so guys, I'm running off low battery in my phone, but no issues. So if you will see that this is a real device that you are seeing on screen. Okay, this is my real Android device. Okay, like for example, like this, if I talk of this WhatsApp. Okay, so you can see it is initializing something. Okay, some because it is updating my WhatsApp and all that stuff. So this is my real device. So what you need to do is, like suppose you're testing some stuff. Okay, and like you have anchored a scenario that your developer is you can say unable to reproduce something like that. So with the help of this tool, this Droid screen, okay, you can share your screen like I'm doing on WebEx. You can use Zoom, WebEx, and any media, and then you can share this, and you can just follow the software and show him that how he can reproduce the issue. Okay, so even in our class, we'll be using this third-party tool, Droid Screen. This is quite bit very famous with the developers also. Okay, mostly people recommend and use this only. So we'll be also going with the same approach. Now the next thing is regarding your Eclipse. So let me open my Eclipse. So before moving with this Eclipse, okay, we need to install few more set of softwares. Like we were good enough with the other things. Now we need to go with this. You can say Node.js, Microsoft .NET framework. Okay, and also we need to configure Android that we have configured in an environment variables into our Eclipse. Okay, so guys, I am using Eclipse Luna. You can go with any version, and if you want to be in sync with me, you can also download Eclipse Luna only. That totally depends upon you, that which one you want to choose. But choose the stable version. Don't go with the beta version of Eclipse. There are beta versions in the market. The recommended one is the stable one. So till the time my Eclipse is loading, we can go and we can download our .NET framework and other thing. So just right here, download Node.js. So first of all, I'll be installing Node.js into my machine. Okay. This is as good as installing any XYZ software. It's a simple exe file. Just click over here and install it. Okay. Like you come here, open the link. Like I'm on Windows machine. Depending upon 32 or 64, okay, you can choose anyone. That whichever your machine supports. If your machine is 32-bit, go with this. If it takes 64, go with this. I can even ping the URL. So this is the Node.js one. After installing your Node.js, you don't need to configure anything. It is as good as installing any software. Like suppose you might have heard about your VLC player. Okay, so like the way you install your VLC, double click over it, next, 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 finish. That is it. The similar approach. Similarly, I need to have some set of a framework. That would be my .NET framework. Okay, I'll talk about this, that why we are installing Node.js, what is the need of .NET framework while we'll be writing the programs. Okay, I'll give you the practical implementation that why we are in need of installing these softwares. So download .NET framework, open 5. Similarly, like we did for Node.js, it would be as good as a exe file, and on the similar ground we can install it. Fine, just click over this download and you will be with your framework stuff. So this is also similar on the similar ground only. Now after having these two stuff installed in your system, the next thing is that we need to go is we need to have Android configured in my Eclipse, or the other software that I need to have configured in my Eclipse. So I'll open my Eclipse. Okay, let me close everything here. Close all. Okay. So your Eclipse will look like this when you open it. I have written some code here, so for you this code won't be present. It would be empty. I think most of people have seen the Eclipse. So now the main thing I need to do here is I want to go with my Android. So open your Eclipse, come to your help section, and you have option of install new software. Fine, let it load. So after coming here, what you need to do is you need to you need to install, you need to configure, not install, you need to configure Android here. So you can write here https. I've already written for Android. So this is the one. I can ping you the same on chat window also. Guys, after this class, this chat window would be gone, so it would be better if you save this all URL with you. That would be better for you. So kindly save for this Android, Node.js. Node.js is okay. This Droid screen, these are important URLs. Okay. So after typing it here, you depending upon your internet speed, you'll get here developer options. If you expand them, for me everything is installed, but for you nothing would be installed here. Okay, so you need to check this item and click over next or finish. You go next, 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 install everything and then finish it, and then restart your Eclipse. Okay, this will ensure that you have your Android tools, everything installed with you. Fine. Now the another thing, let me open my Android Studio also. Even I can open the Android Studio, or I can manually go to the path where my SDK was present for Android. Like yesterday what we did was we went with the Android, we updated our SDK and all that stuff. Okay, and that is pretty present here. Okay, this is the place where I have kept my SDK. Or like suppose if you don't remember that where you have kept your SDK, the simpler approach could be open your Android Studio and from there you can extract. Okay, let me, because my Android Studio will take some time, so let it open. We'll take the SDK path from there and we'll pour it here. So what we need to do is go to your Windows preferences and in the Android. Okay, after writing that dlssl command to get the Android, you can see Android here, and here you can give your SDK path. Okay, so the same path that we extracted yesterday, like when we downloaded the Android and we were updating our SDK tools and platform tools and everything. Okay, this path was coming from there, F Android Studio and Android SDK, right? So in your Eclipse, you need to pour this path in your Android folder. You need to go to Window, Preferences, Android, and give the path. Okay. So after having these two things configured in your Eclipse, the third thing is testng, because down the line we'll be using testng to execute a different test scenarios. So on a similar ground, help install new software. So this is for your testng. I'll ping you here, the chat window. Look, depending on my internet speed, it is pending. So once it is loaded, it will show me the content. Like for the Android one, it was showing me developer options, if you have noticed this thing. So now it is loading. Once the loading is done, okay, it will show me the content for it, like what all is present and what all is not present. So this is basically for your you can say testng one. This buse.com is mainly it contain all the libraries for your testng stuff. So once you are done with your testng, okay, so after this you can say you're 60 or 70% done with your Android, Eclipse, everything. But the main thing, that is Appium, that is missing right now. So I'll press cancel here because look, it is fetching test.ng. So you'll be seeing a open perspective window here, like in your Eclipse. When you will install it, you'll having this stuff. So click over this, okay, and you will see option of DDMS. Just click over this DDMS and click OK. So while you'll click OK here, you could see DDMS option here on your dashboard. Okay, so let me click over this DDMS option. Just a second. Okay, so once you will click over DDMS option, okay, in your devices section, you could see your real device. Like the name of my device is Samsung SM. So this is the, you can say, code that is specific to the device. Look, every device has a unique code. Okay, that is why it could be recognized. So the code for my device is Samsung S7. This is a developer code. This is not the code that is being given by maker. Like my phone is Samsung A5. Okay, but the unique code, I'm not talking of the IMEI number, the unique development code is this one for my device. For yours, it could be something else and anyone could be else. So this ensures that I have pretty, because look, how my device is detected. That is detected with the help of the Google software that we have installed yesterday for detecting of your devices. Right? So this ensures that my device is pretty detected by my system. So with the help of here we can see stack trace and all that stuff that we will be using while we'll be developing our code. Only this was pretty important right now, just for the basics. So similarly, coming back to Java, we'll be making the new programs and we'll be working over those programs for that. Okay. Now it comes the Appium. If I open the Appium, first of all, I'll show you how the Appium looks like. Then I'll move further. In the meanwhile, I can also open the new website of Appium. Look, this appium.io. It is the official website of Appium. From this site you can, what happened? Just give me a second. Why this is not working? Yeah. So this is the you can say official website of Appium that pretty explains about Appium, and if anything is new that is launched in Appium, or they are rolling back some version, they have some fallback you can say exes, everything is mentioned here regarding jars. You can get everything here. So similarly, like Appium is starting its conference also. If anyone wants to join, they can have booking here for London. So like coming back here, I want to download the Appium software. So click download here. Okay. So for your Mac, like if you have Mac, that is DMG. I talked about in the first class, DMG, EXE, APK. Okay, we discussed about all this stuff in the first class. So you can go with this desktop version, that is 1.5.0 A32EXE, because right now we are covering this Windows version. So you can simply install it from here. Okay, this is also a simple EXE and it is as good as installing any XYZ software. So now the next thing is, like after getting this, go to the download chamber. Now look, I have this Appium with me. Okay, I have, you can say, Eclipse with me. But how my Eclipse will come to know the different methods that Appium will give me. So I need to have some set of jars for it. Okay, so now where are the jars present? As we're using this Java, so click over your Java. Okay, and you need to download this jar. Download this jar and this javadoc.jar also. Okay, you need to download these two, jar and javadoc.jar also. Why you need these two? Okay, I'll explain about this. Right now I'm just telling you that what stuff you need to have in your system before you move further. Okay, so after getting this jars with you, now the next thing is, because we are using selenium. Okay, Appium is written at the top of selenium, so we also need to have Appium, you can say selenium jars with us. So you can write seleniumhq.org. Look, this seleniumhq.org, this is the official website of Selenium. You guys might have heard about it also. So let's open it, and here also what we need is we'll simply download the jars. That's it. So coming down, Java, click on download, and you'll get the latest jars. So what I'll do is I'll go in here, new, so this will ensure that I have all the jars. Even I'll be downloading this also, so we are on track. Okay, similarly I can also go with this java doctor jar. So just have all these jars and everything intact with you, because down the line while you will be writing our code, okay, we'll be using all those jars. I can show you a sample one, like identifying elements, just a name of class. So here is my reference libraries. Look, I have all the jars here, using every jar. Most of them are from, you can say, Selenium, even like this Java client 5.0, okay, beta 5 jar. This is the Appium one. These two we have downloaded from Appium, if you remember right now. Okay, that I am downloading, I already have in my system. So we'll be importing all these jars. So that is why these all jars are mandatory. So coming back to the previous one, like this Android Studio, okay. So I need to get the path of my SDK, because look, okay, I remember the my SDK is present in the F drive, but it could be the case that sometimes someone could not relate that where he has kept his software. So the best path is open your Android Studio, okay. To look like this, then you have this download button, like we talked in the yesterday's session. Okay, just copy this path and come back to your Eclipse. Similarly, window preferences in your Android, just paste that path and click over apply button. So it will automatically pick your all the SDK stuff and everything, so that you have your, you can say, data and all the things covered in it. So guys, this cover all your installation part, so we are good with this installation. This is your Appium. Okay, so Appium looks like this. Like suppose if I have Appium installed, and even look, I'm getting here update also. Like your current version is this one and you're getting an update, so I can even update my Appium here. Okay, so depending upon the need, you can choose the Appium version. So guys, basically this, you can say, completes your Appium installation stuff.